Shadow people. Attacks on humans increasing. Posted on 26 January 2012 by Dr. Sean Gabb. Well, will it bring men in white coats knocking on my door if I say that I saw such creatures when I was a very young child? That doesn't mean I believe in their existence. Seeing things that aren't there and can't be there may be part of tuning the human mind. But it's interesting to read that others have seen them. Legendary radio host Art Bell's intrigued by them. Neurologists dismiss them. Psychologists laugh about them. But now, grim researchers are investigating startling cases of the mysterious, faceless entities called shadow people that are relentlessly attacking unaware humans. Horror-stricken, Australian Anne Williams claims a shadow person attempted to rape her. The appalling incident started years ago with glimpses of something dark hiding behind trees, darting around corners, or fleeing a room as she entered. The sightings escalated gradually until they became a daily event. In her brief glimpses transformed into full views of nightmarish things. Then her paranormal experiences began to escalate until they reached a crescendo of screaming fear. The night the shadow attacked, imagine cowering, helpless in your bed, paralyzed with fear, fully awake, helplessly watching something dark and silent creeping inexorably towards you. That's what Williams claims she encountered. Some have dismissed her nocturnal attack as nothing but sleep paralysis and lucid dreaming, but she insists the bizarre attack left her bruised, scratched, and emotionally shaken. She swears she didn't imagine the sinister thing fondling her, tearing back the bed covers and roughly groping her. Even as it happened, she knew she was being sexually molested, and while the experience terrorized her then, it completely sickens her now. Shadow people often appear when least expected. According to researcher Jason Utz, Williams testifies that one early morning, that there was a presence standing next to the left side of her bed, as her bed was right in the corner of the wall. She felt as though she was blocked in, like something was standing over her or wanted to scare her. This is a classic encounter with an entity that appears in the middle of the night. As she opened her eyes to see what it was, it stood on the left side of the bed, a black, cloaked, hooded figure. The ghastly thing leaned over her, pinned her to the bed, and grabbed her neck when she attempted to scream. When she tried to push it away, it savagely pinned her to the bed and then began groping her and hurting her. She felt that it shoved its arm down on her neck hard, choking her. As nothing came out her mouth, she explained, like no noise. I could not even hear myself scream, but I was. Finally, after what seemed an interminable struggle, the being left. After the attack, Williams felt enraged, soiled, and frightened. Upon learning the details of the incident, Williams' mother speculated that the entity may have been the evil ghost of a dead rapist. But the being Anne Williams encountered in her bedroom was no ghostly entity, it was a shadow person. Other witnesses encountering shadow people will also describe physical attacks, leaving them with scratches, bruises, even burns. Attacks by shadow people on human victims can range from being stalked and chased to being attacked with weapons. On rare occasions, shadow people stalking a victim have been witnessed by friends and family. Not all shadow people are the same. Paranormal researcher Rosemary Ellen Guiley had said of the phenomenon, there are different types of shadow people. The core dominant experience is the nighttime bedroom visitor, a tall silhouette of a man, often dressed in a coat or cape, and a brimmed hat. The figure is blacker than black in 3D, obstructing light and blocking the view of objects. There are no facial features or eyes. Sometimes red eyes are reported, but the experiencer knows he is being observed with great intensity. The figures do not communicate, but often radiate a malevolent, trickster or evil intent. What are shadow people? The perception of shadow people differs depending on the researchers and their specialties. Some experts believe that the sightings have little to do with reality, but are simply people's minds playing tricks. Others think seeing a shadow person is evidence of a neurological anomaly in the region of the brain that governs sight. Imagination may play a role in some shadow people experiences, argue other experts, while those with strong religious beliefs assert that the appearance of these beings are nothing less than manifestations from the dimension called hell, demonic creatures sent by Satan to torment and terrorize humans. Victims often report that calling on God or Jesus to help them wards off an attack, although experts disagree over exactly what shadow people are, where they come from, and how they manifest themselves. Strangely, witnesses from every culture and throughout history tend to describe something similar. Certain traits repeat themselves. The most ubiquitous feature present in many of the reports of shadow people encounters a tall, mannish-looking entity that curiously wears a wide-brimmed hat. A faceless entity that wears a hat is high strangeness indeed. Famed paranormal researcher Heidi Hollis says she created the name Hatman to differentiate sightings of dark, fearless entities seen wearing hats. She says those beings are often described as wearing long dusters or trench coats in 1940s style, or Hispanic gaucho type hats. The beings actually exist, and witnesses swear they do. Then the likely source of their origin is nearby a universe or a parallel dimension.
I'm waiting for you.